today we will discuss the third case, that is lightly damping case. So, third case is lightly damping. So, we know that in this case b square is less than omega square. As you know, x is equal to e raised to power minus bt into a1 e power b square minus omega square into t plus a2 e power minus b square minus omega square into t. So, this is our main solution. When b square is less than omega square, when b square is less than omega square, we know that in this case this condition is applicable. So, b square minus omega square is negative because it is less than this. So, any small quantity minus large quantity, we will obtain negative term, and the square root of b square minus omega square, that is, it is imaginary. Why it is imaginary? Because it will become negative, and square root of negative term is iota into something. Iota means negative term, complex term or imaginary term. So, we may write this as omega square, means I am taking negative common from this is b square minus omega square, that is minus common, it will become omega square minus b square. So, I have taken minus sign as common within the square root. So, why I did this type of problem? This negative, we know that the under root of negative term is iota, and it will become omega square minus b square, because this is positive iota into this is real number. So, let this omega square minus b square under root is omega dash. It will be omega dash, where omega dash is omega square minus b square. So, we will change this b square minus omega square under root as iota omega dash. So, this x will become e power minus bt into a1 e power omega dash t, this one omega dash, and a2 e power minus omega dash t, because it is omega dash. This one is omega dash, this is also omega dash, into iota. So, is it clear? This a1 e raised to power b square minus omega square under root. So, this is b square minus omega square, this one, it is iota omega dash. So, I have changed this b square minus omega square under root as iota omega dash. Now, we will solve this e power minus bt into a1. You know that e raised to power iota theta is cis theta or cos omega dash t plus iota sin omega dash t. Is it clear? Because e power iota theta is cos theta plus iota sin theta. It is also called cis theta. So, I have written this e power iota omega dash t is cos omega dash t plus iota sin omega dash t. Similarly, plus a2 into e power minus iota theta. So, you know that e power minus iota theta is cos theta minus iota sin theta. If there is minus, then the second term will be of negative sign. So, it will become cos omega dash t minus iota sin omega dash t. So, here cos and sine are harmonic functions or simple trigonometric functions. In the previous case, there are cos h and sin h, but in this case these are cos and sine harmonic functions. So, again separating the coefficients, that is, you may separate this cos omega dash t and it will become a1 plus a2, cos omega dash t a1, cos omega dash t a2. So, it is cos omega dash t a1 plus a2. Similarly, plus sin iota and sin omega dash t is also common, and it is a1 minus a2 minus a2. So, this is the final answer which we have got from the simplification after simplification. Now, we may put these constants a1 plus a2 and a1 minus a2 with iota. So, putting this a1 plus a2 as a naught cos phi. So, I have chosen these new constants a naught and phi. So, a1 plus a2 is a naught cos phi and iota a1 minus a2, this one iota into a1 minus a2 is a naught sin phi, where phi is phase difference, phase, or it is constant. A naught is also constant. So, I have converted this a1 a2 in terms of a naught and phi. There are two unknown constants a1 a2. There are also new constants unknown a naught and phi. So, I have converted these constants into new constants. So, why I have done this? It is done only to simplify this equation. So, this is x is equal to e power minus bt into this one a naught, cos omega dash t into cos phi plus a naught sin omega t sin omega dash t into sin phi. So, after putting the value of a1 plus a2 here, a naught cos phi, it will become a naught cos omega dash t into cos phi, this one. And similarly here, it is a naught sin omega dash t into sin phi. Now, this equation will reduce to a simple equation, that is x is equal to e power minus bt into a naught is common. So, a naught is common, and I have written on this side a naught common. It will become cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. So, it is cos a minus b, this one. Is it clear? So, it is cos a minus b, because cos a minus b is cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. So, this is a simple answer. You will get e power minus bt into cos of omega dash t minus phi. So, this is the answer. So, from this equation, it is clear that x depend on cos function as well as e raised to power minus negative e function. If we plot the graph of this equation, graph corresponding to this equation, that is xt graph, and we will get, because t is here, t is consisting in the e term and here t is contained in the cos term. So, the graph will be of cosine function as well as e raised to power negative e function, that is exponential decay as well as cosine function. You know that the graph of cos function is like this. This is graph of cos function. In cos 0 1, it will start from this highest point. This is wave, because cos is harmonic and periodic. And e power minus bt, it is exponential decay. It is like this, decay like exponential. So, the combination of both graphs, this harmonic as well as this exponential, we will obtain this type of graph. This is. This is the nature of graph. It is cosine function as well as it is decreasing, that is exponential decay is also along with this cosine function. So, this graph is harmonic decay because it is decaying after a fixed interval of time, and also it is harmonic. It repeats itself after a fixed interval of time. So, harmonic decay, this one, harmonic decay, or it is also called oscillatory decay, oscillatory decay or oscillatory damping. Damping means decay. So, this is the third case is very important. The third case is very important because this case shows that the damping is oscillatory. Damping is also there, decay is also there, as well as oscillations are also there. So, oscillatory damping. In the first and second case, damping is simple, which were not oscillating, but in the third case, this damping is oscillatory damping. So, we have studied 3 different cases of damped oscillator. If we combine all these graphs, all these first, second and third case, then we will get this type of answer. From here, this damping is heavily damping, and second, critical damping, which is along this side, and third one is harmonic damping or lightly damping, and this one. Sorry. This one. So, it is a combination of all 3 graphs: heavily damping, critical damping and harmonic damping or lightly damping. And third case is more important as compared to first and second because it is oscillatory damping. So, this is all about the damped mechanical oscillator. So, similarly, we will study damped electrical oscillator, and in electrical oscillator only X will changes to Q charge, and the same type of graph and same type of behavior is observed in electrical oscillators. So, in the next lecture we will discuss damped electrical oscillator. Thank you very much.